Arthur J. Schmidt, Amphenol's founder and leader for 32 years, forged the core values and strategies that sustained our company in the early years and to this day drive Amphenol's continued success. By the early 1930s, the vacuum tube had helped demand for radios spread through the general population. Schmidt could see that insulating plastics would play a key role in the expanding electronics industry. In August, he hit his first major invention, the molded radio socket. The next decade saw steady growth through invention as Schmidt continued his focus on building for the future of electronics. World War II solidly established Amphenol as a premier technology-driven connector and cable company. Amphenol developed solutions to meet high performance and interchangeability requirements for emerging military applications. During the war, Amphenol produced over 60% of all connectors used by the aircraft industry and virtually all of the coaxial cable used in military aircraft. When military sales dropped at the end of the war from $39 million to under $5 million, the company was already positioned to take advantage of market opportunities created by the emerging electronics applications in telephony, which was evolving in both breadth and complexity. Amphenol also focused its product development efforts on another new emerging electronics application, television. As the company celebrated its 25th anniversary in 1957, it was at a crossroads. Continued growth required an infusion of capital, and Schmidt listed the company on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol APL. In order to reflect the now broadening scope of its business, the name was changed to Amphenol Electronics Corporation. In December 1958, Amphenol took a major step in its continuing expansion efforts when it merged with the G.W. Borg Corporation. In addition to expanding internationally, Amphenol entered the computer market with the acquisition of Cadre Industries in Endicott, New York. Amphenol Borg had become a takeover target. To avoid a hostile takeover by Solutron, Amphenol Borg merged with the Bunker Ramo Corporation. By 1980, after selling the unprofitable Borg product lines, Bunker Ramo earned $27.3 million, mostly from its Amphenol group. With its increasing profitability and low debt load due to years of minimal investment, Bunker Ramo had become a takeover target. In 1982, Allied merged Spectra Strip Cable into Amphenol. The following year, Allied acquired Bendix Corporation, a $4 billion diversified manufacturer, and Amphenol assumed management of Bendix's electrical components division. By 1986, Allied made the strategic decision to exit its component businesses. Amphenol was acquired in 1987 by LPL Investment Group on the promise of a major restructuring. LPL was a family investment group based in Wallingford, Connecticut, who already owned Times Fiber Communications. In 1991, Amphenol completed an initial public offering, and with reduced debt and substantially increased equity base, the company had a clear focus on growth and improving profitability. In May of 1997, Kohlberg, Kravis & Roberts acquired a majority interest in Amphenol, which remained a public company. Martin Loeffler, Amphenol's chief executive officer, was appointed as chairman. The company exceeded $1 billion in sales in 1999, while continuing to set new records for earnings per share. With its deep-seated culture of cost control, Amphenol expanded in low-cost regions, keeping the infrastructure in high-cost areas very lean. 2004 was another record year. Following a 2-for-1 stock split, Amphenol completed a secondary offering that resulted in a broader shareholder base as KKR phased out their investment. Amphenol closed 2005 with its largest acquisition ever, Teradyne Connection Systems. By the close of 2007, under Martin Loeffler's decade of leadership, Amphenol revenues had tripled to $2.8 billion as earnings grew over 8 times and stock soared from $6 to close to $60 per share. Given this period of remarkable performance, the company challenged itself to grow to $4 billion over the next 3 years. Beginning in 2008 and concluding with Martin Loeffler's retirement in 2010, Adam Norwitt assumed leadership of the company. As president and CEO, Adam has continued to employ Amphenol's core principles of profitable growth through industry-leading technology, strong cost control, strategic acquisition, and a culture of collaborative entrepreneurial management with clear accountability for results. By the end of 2011, despite very strong economic headwinds, Amphenol attained close to $4 billion in revenue and, with a forecast for a future with continued profitable growth, has established a new revenue goal of $8 billion in 5 years.